Maple Grove on 694 in Honolulu and has been in business for 23 years. His previous job was, I made this up, fighter pilot. Fighter pilot. He's been doing this his whole life. It was a dream job, so yeah, it's great. And his wife was his dream wife also. I met her at the gala, and she's a lovely woman for 22 years. No, they've been married 22 years. She's not 22 years.
Right.
Sit down. They have a daughter, Julia, who's 20, Eric is 19, Audra is 17, and Alex is 15. Pets, has been there, done that, no thanks. Wait, we have a dog. Hobbies and interests are watching football, playing the drums, and following my wife and kids around. Jim lives in Champlin, has lived there for 10 years, and has a burning desire to help people retire and stay retired. Help find referral partners for B&I members. Something that no one knows about him, his daughter, Julia Vera, was born in a car on the way to the hospital while he was driving. Multitask.
I got no credit for the delivery.
That's right. Keys to success, honesty, hard work, and doing what is right for them.
Well, it's an honor to be here today. I have to tell you, you guys are getting a reputation for being a very, very successful chapter, and a lot of people are wanting to know what's going on here at Maple Grove and Northwest Suburban. So it's an honor to be your assistant director and say, well, guess what? That's one of my chapters. And smile really big. So I feel like I'm a proud father of this group here. But let me explain my role just real briefly, because we do have a few new faces in the room here. As I mentioned earlier, as assistant director, we also have an ambassador that helps support this chapter. So Shannon Starry, myself, we will come out once every 8 weeks for the sole purpose of observing the meeting, offering any suggestions that might help with any struggles that the chapter has, but more importantly, we want to focus on what you're doing right. And I've got a pretty good list here that I'll be going over with Jared of things that you're doing right here. So I feel like sometimes just kind of the uncle that shows up about once every 4 times a year, so that's my role here. So you'll see me in about, well, for Visitors Day coming up, you'll see me, and then after that about once every 16 weeks. So it is a real honor to be here. Now, we had a chance to brag on one of our members here, Kevin. I'm wondering if I could take just a couple minutes and brag on your chapter. Would that be all right with you today?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. Here's what's interesting. When I looked at the chapter under the 6-point program, we talked about how 1 point for every referral, 1 point for every one-to-one that we do, or dance card, because I know we've got some seasoned B&I members here who've been around the B&I Sun a few times, and then a visitor is worth 2 points. So 6 is kind of the baseline of measurement. Well, as a chapter, we put all those stats together, and we take a look at all those stats and divide it by the membership of 32. And your chapter has 8.72 points average over the last 6 months. So give yourselves a round of applause. And I say 6 months because that's when Janelle really got involved in the chapter. That was the Janelle Ron effect. Yeah, weave me in somehow, and I said it did. So also the last 52 weeks, and we've got it on the back table there, the thank you for closed business for this chapter is $1.3 million, which if we divide that by the number of chairs in here, it's almost, I guess, 42,000. If we go by your chart, 41. If I look at the B&I website, call it 42. That is fantastic. What that means is every member in this chapter has averaged $42,000 in what we call thank you for closed business. So however we measure that, every profession's a little bit differently, but that's basically an increase in your sales. So give yourselves a round of applause for that. I see a problem here, Jared. When I look at your goals that you have for the chapter, you want to be at $1.4 million for thank you for closed business. I think we need to up that goal a little bit, because I think you guys are really achieving some success here. And you also have a membership goal of 40 by the time October 1st comes around, and we're already at 32. We've got a Focus Day coming. We've got a Visitors Day coming. So I think we're going to be pleasantly surprised or reach those goals a little early if we continue on that pace. So that is just wonderful here. And what do we think of the new location?
It's great.
It's awesome.
It's worked out great? Wonderful. Have you noticed a difference in the meetings being here?
Yeah, great chairs.
Great chairs. That's important.
Committee chairs.
Are you saying he's long-winded?
Those are uncomfortable.
Well, I think it's a great move that you guys made here. I think sometimes you get a nice jump start on that. Excuse me. One of the ways I want to spend the rest of my time is talking about how we're going to keep this thing going. And you really don't need a whole lot of help from me, because you guys are really on a really great path. And I think Jared's doing a great job. Don't you think Jared's doing a great job? I could clone you visitors are so important in the chapter, let me ask you this. Who do we get our referrals from inside this chapter?
Kevin.
But Kevin is what in this chapter? Members. And how do we get members?
Visitors.
Visitors. And how do we get visitors?
Invited.
By inviting. And inviting is so important. Inviting brings energy to the room. And there's two ways really to have energy in a meeting. It's visitors and it's clapping. So
New guy.
those are the two ways that we can bring. Now also the reality is when a visitor shows up in a meeting, they may join, they may not join. But much like when we're tourists, when we're visiting other cities or other countries, we may never move there, but we'll spend our money there. So when we do our commercials and a visitor's in the room, how many of you had an experience where visitors come up and said, hey, I'd like to talk to you, and they end up doing business? So yeah, that's why it counts 2 points under the 6-point program, because it's so important. So you do a great job, but we want to continue it with bringing visitors. That's so important for not just you, but it's for the chapter. And that's what benefits by that. So in April, we have our annual Big Visitors Day, where I come in with Shannon and we put on I think, a really good Visitors Day. Because last year, with the help of this chapter, you guys did all the work. We just ran the meeting that day. You added 8 new memberships to this chapter. And I think Jared mentioned he had about 70 people in the room last year. So what do you think we could do this year? Do you think we could equal 8? Or do you think we could do better than 8?
I said 10.
10?
10.
15? Are you firstborn, Jared? Oh, third. You're third. Well, let me give you some numbers on what we possibly can do here. If you want to put this down on your calendars, whatever calendar we're using, April 5th, which is 8 weeks away, or 56 days if you measure in days, or 1,342 hours if you think that way. That is our Visitors Day. And that's what I really want to rally around here for the rest of my time here that we're speaking. If we could add 11 new members to this chapter, you would be at 43, and you would be the largest chapter in Maple Grove. How does that sound? Yeah. But then we've got the other chapter who would probably be right behind you with their Visitors Day about 2 weeks later. So maybe we want to up that a little bit. Maybe we say 18, which would put you at 50, which would put you at the 6th largest chapter in Minnesota out of 164 chapters in Minnesota and northern Wisconsin. Now, if you really wanted to shoot for the moon, go for the largest chapter in Minnesota, we'd have to add 33 members. That's
Done.
Done. Double.
You've got the room for it. So
Everyone's a member.
You better get
and the membership committee's going, please, please, please. Right? All those applications you'd have to review. But I want to say you guys are growing and you're really close to that. So if we want to get one membership out of Visitors Day, we're probably going to have to invite 4 people to the chapter. 4 people will have to arrive at the chapter. So 4 visitors in a room. Normally we see about 1 converted to a membership within 60 days of the Visitors Day. So if we're looking at 11 new members, we probably want to have 44 visitors in the room. Just the reality. If we want to get 18, we need to get about 72 visitors in the room. And of course, if we want to shoot for the moon and get 33, we'll need 133 visitors here. Which, well, maybe we could squeeze them in for this room here. Now, what is a good person to invite this year to the Visitors Day? I'm going to tell you one area to stay away from, just for this Visitors Day only. Please avoid bringing in duplicate representation in the chapter. We have real estate already covered. Please don't bring another real estate agent. That category is taken. Now, if you have questions on it and maybe there's a fit in a different area, then talk to Jared, if it's a real estate agent, and see, is there any way this would be a fit for our chapter? Because what happens is, we all get excited about bringing visitors, and then sometimes we get about a third of the room where they're BNI members, or the category is already taken in the chapter. Well, we have to screen those out. And so for Visitors Day, we want to focus on the professions that this chapter needs. So I see the most wanted signs around on the table. Let's start with that list. That's a great list to go to. Let the membership committee know, hey, here is my one most wanted profession that I have. Now, if we knew that list, and we've got 8 weeks to work with, and we've got 33 members here in the chapter, my goodness, there's our top 33 right there. They're strategic, they're focused, they're exactly what this chapter needs. I say we start there and be very strategic about it. Another way that we could find visitors for this Visitors Day that's coming up is, who are you currently writing checks to on a regular basis, and would that profession be a good fit for this chapter? The value is here that if you're a customer, they'll listen to you because they want to have you as a client or a customer going forward. So many times, wherever we're writing our checks to, on missing professions in this chapter, that is a great spot to go. Another way that we want to help assist for the Visitors Day is we've got 2 event coordinators in this chapter because of the size of the chapter. So I'm going to have Jeff, thank you. Nelson, if you'd stand up, please, and Al. I'm used to you sitting over here, so excuse me. Al, if these are our event coordinators, they will be coordinating. Yes. Now here's how else you can show them the love. They're going to need your help. It's going to take a group effort to do that. Now if we spread it out amongst the group, it won't feel as painful. If you leave it on their shoulders, they're going to really begrudge you. I'm just telling you that right now. So they're going to come calling and they're going to ask for some help in this process of Visitors Day. Thank you, gentlemen. You can sit down. One of the other ways that we are going to help assist with that is we have a Visitors Day training coming up, and it's this Friday. So it is open to everyone in this chapter that considers themselves a leader. So I know Al is going to try to make it work for his schedule. Jeff conveniently is going to be snowmobiling. That was really good timing on your part. I guess I should have checked with you first before I put it on the calendar, right? Okay. Memo to myself. Next time I'll do that. But if visitor hosts would also be good. Any other leadership role in the chapter, be it on the roster or you just consider yourself a leader in the chapter, we would love to have you there. From 9:30 to 11:30 is when the formal training will be. And 9:15 we'll start checking in. It's over and in Gino's in Maple Grove, over across the street from Jared and Janelle's office. So if you can attend, and then we're going to have a roundtable discussion afterwards. We'll go out to the buffet at 11:30, grab food, bring it back into the room, and we'll have another 90 minutes of roundtable. We'll have probably several chapters from around the area that will be there. So it's a great networking opportunity to get to know some of the other B9 members and other chapters. And then we'll talk about how to have a successful Visitors Day. Am I done? Okay. So thank you very much for your time and attention.